Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about how to use Facebook stories and why are stories so powerful. One of the biggest mistakes people make on social media is focusing only on their feed. But the truth is, stories are where relationships are built. Stories are where you're going to get new people that are finding your content. Stories feel casual, personal, they're in real time, they're unfiltered. People are much more likely to watch your stories and feel like they're doing life with you than feed posts that just build visibility. Stories build trust and connection, and trust is what leads people to message you, ask you questions, and eventually become customers. So, why talking to the camera matters? When you talk to the camera in your stories, people feel like they're actually having a genuine conversation with you. Instead of reading a caption, they hear your tone, they hear your personality, they hear your excitement, your honesty. This makes you feel more human and more relatable. It's the difference between reading a text message and talking to someone on the phone, right? People connect on a deeper level when they can see and hear you. So the biggest fear people have, most people say, I hate being on camera. Girl, if you've seen the first time I was on camera, it was a complete shit show. Let's be real honest. I don't know what to say. I feel awkward. I'm still awkward. But here's the truth. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. No one expects perfection. In fact, imperfect videos are often the ones that perform the best, in real honesty. Think messy hair, think sitting in the car, think walking the dog. These are the moments that feel like real life, and people love that. So, what do you talk about in your stories? You don't need some big production. Just talk about the things that are happening in your day to day life. Bring people along with your daily routine. While you're getting a coffee, while you're in the school drop off line, while you're working from home, when you're at the gym, cooking dinner, running errands, you simply let people into your life. This makes your followers feel like they know you, right? You want that personal connection. You're going to talk about your health and wellness journey since, we're in the wellness space. Stories are a great place to talk about your experiences, how you're feeling, your energy levels, your routine, your weight loss, things you're learning, what's worked for you, your experiences, and your perspectives, right? That is what you're doing. You're sharing your own experiences and your own perspectives. When people ask you questions and messages, that's great content. Example, somebody asked me today, what protein do you drink? So I shared what protein shake I drink. You have somebody that asks, do you work out when you're losing weight? Some people do, I don't. So, but answer it in your story. This does two things. It educates people, but it also shows people that people are already coming to for information. They're already asking questions. And how many people have the same exact question? Share your wins and progress. This could be your personal progress, your customer success stories, your team wins, someone reaching their goal, someone sending you a simple text message. Block out their name and share it. Share their excitement. It builds belief. Talk about real life. Again, some of the best story content is simply being honest about life. Funny mom moments, chaotic mornings, lessons you're learning, challenges you're navigating. This is where authenticity really shines. So the perfect story formula, there really isn't one, but think of it like this. You have a hook. Start with something that grabs attention. Example, okay, I have to tell you what happened today. Or I keep getting this question over and over and over again. Share the story or a message. Talk like you would to a friend, not scripted, not rehearsed, just conversational. But you want to invite engagement. End with something simple like, has anyone else experienced this? Or if you've been curious about this, send me a message. This invites people to interact with you. How many stories should you post? This is a great question. 5 to 10 stories per day. But they don't need to all be videos. They can be a mix of photos. They can be quick updates. They can be polls. They can be text posts, reposting your feed post. Stories are meant to feel casual and simple. So if you're nervous about talking to the camera, here's a few tips to make it easier. Pretend you're talking to a friend. Don't overthink it. Keep videos short, 15 to 30 seconds. If you mess up, just laugh and keep going. Hello, that's authenticity, right? People don't just follow you because you're a perfect speaker, they follow you because you're relatable. So, if you want people to trust you online, they need to feel like they actually know you. Stories allow people to hear your voice, see your personality, and connect to your everyday life. The more consistently you show up in your stories, I recommend daily. I am in my stories every single day, and I will say the biggest chunk of my customers come from my Facebook stories. Add those polls, add those links. When people feel connected to you, they naturally become curious about what you do. So don't overthink it. Turn on the camera, talk like you would to a friend, and just be you.